Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Mendte. The New Jersey legislature just passed a budget that the Senate president calls the COVID budget, one nobody seems to like. But he's hoping this will lead to a new push for reform. We continue now my interview with New Jersey Senate President Steve Sweeney. Let's talk about reform now, because now the state's borrowed more money. The state was in financial trouble before the pandemic. Now it's in bigger financial trouble. You just passed this budget, borrowing money and increasing spending at the same time. There seems like it's going to end badly unless there is some type of reform, unless there are some type of cuts. What do you suggest?
Larry, we did a lot of work on a thing called Path to Progress. Now, we were able to accomplish the healthcare goal in a negotiation. Myself, teachers, the speaker, and the governor, we were able to get a negotiation going, and we saved, I said, over $1 billion in healthcare costs. Check that one off the list. That was one of the ones we wanted to do. We need to look at pension reform. We need to look at a host of issues that we had, just the way we do business. You know, before the pandemic happened, because of all the discussions that we were having about school consolidation, guess what? We have schools that were independently, on their own, doing studies about school consolidation, you know, which is remarkable to get government leaders to basically give up their areas. You know what I mean? Like if you merge, you lose something. Well, Larry, we merged Gloucester County College, or Rowan College of Gloucester County, and Cumberland County College. We merged two county colleges, saving millions of dollars. My point is, I'm a big believer in sharing services, merging governments. I was proud, because I'm from Gloucester County, we merged our jails. We got rid of our jails. $23 million a year. My point, Larry, is we got to do a deep dive ourselves and look. This moment cannot be lost to do the reforms that have needed to be done for 20 years. And I think this budget gives me the momentum to move forward on the
with pension reform, because it seems like that every time that you're downgraded on your credit, they point to pension. They point to the pension every single time.
Every single time they say, "Oh, that's great what you're doing, but what are you going to do about your pension?"
Right.
And in Pennsylvania, Larry, not too long ago, in fact, I called Governor Wolf and I said, "You know, you're my hero." And he started laughing. He says, "Why?" I said, "You did pension reform." And guess what? The unions, they supported it. You know, Larry, like unlike New Jersey where we always have these big battles, the unions, I actually read, I was like, I heard it on the radio one day. I was like, how did this happen? I didn't know about it. Because I'm in the Harrisburg, I get the Harrisburg News.
Right.
And the union said, the legislature is always going to be Republican. I read the articles. While we have a Democrat governor, let's get the best deal we can and do pension reform. And they did it. I don't want to hurt one person that's working today. I don't want to see one change for one person. But we should be able to change the pension system for future workers. And eventually you can fix this ship and turn around. You know, people could criticize us and say we borrowed $4.5 billion to pay not all the pension payment, but most of it, right? Because the pension payment is $4.7 billion. We need to reform and fix New Jersey now.
Is pension reform possible in New Jersey with this governor?
Yes. Believe it or not, yes. I've had conversation with their administration. See, I can't vote for borrowing. The purpose of the committee that we put in place was that we have to approve the borrowing. I can't approve borrowing if I don't have a commitment from the administration to work with me. I know they can't wave a magic wand and say, here's the reforms, but I have to have a commitment from this governor publicly that we're going to start doing these reforms to get New Jersey into a better place. You know, that's what I would like to be. If anything, that's kind of like what you want to be remembered for, that you fixed what was broken. And there's so many obvious things, Larry. Like I said, the school consolidation is exciting. Salem County voluntarily is studying to consolidate all their schools into a county school system. Salem County spends $226 million to educate less than 11,000 students. Vineland, which, and I know you're familiar with the area, very familiar, demographics, right? They have over 11,000 students and they pay $180 million. So there's $46 million more being spent in Salem County than in the Vineland School District. Vineland has more kids. Vineland has poor kids just like Salem has poor kids. My point is we can do things a lot smarter and really finally bring relief to the middle class, because that's where it's at. It's the cost of government, and we need to bring the cost down.
Well, we all look forward to reforms, and I really appreciate your time. I've gone much longer than we were supposed to, and you are always accommodating and gracious, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Appreciate it, Larry.
New Jersey Senate President Steve Sweeney. When we come back, women who serve prison time have new hope to find a new life. That's when Jersey Matters comes right back.